Good evening, everybody. Welcome here to Real Sports Live. At the site of tonight's matchup, Sharyland High School is where we are located on the home side booth as the Roma Gladiators come into town to take on the Sharyland Rattlers. Captains heading onto the field right now for both sides of the ball, getting ready for the coin flip. The time clock shows about 47 seconds, so they're going to get this coin flip. They're going to get the run out, and they are also going to get this ball kicked off underway as we get ready for a district matchup between these two ball clubs. District 16-5A here at Sharyland High School. It's right behind the stadium. I guess we could say that. Captains on the field for the Rattlers: number 3, Diego Zavala; number 7, Alan Guerrero; number 10, Tennessee Cano; and number 51, Luis Villarreal. Captains on the Gladiator side, we have number 1, RJ Morales, the quarterback; number 64, Jesus Garcia; number 23, Gabriel Garcia; and number 63, I believe, David Villarreal. Those are the 4 captains for the Gladiators. We have 4 for the Rattlers, and then 2 behind, or 3 behind. You see them there at the bottom of your screen. That's 1, 2, and 4. That's Alan Gonzalez, Orly Lopez, and Alec Gonzalez. 2 athletes and 1 quarterback there. That's what they're listed here on the roster. As we turn over to the PA announcer.
They will defer to the second half.
So Sharyland won the coin flip. They're going to defer to the second half, and we're going to get Thursday night football here in the RGV. Get ready to go underway here.
Sharyland is one toss. They'll defer to the second half.
There's the official
Roma
again.
will receive.
Roma is going to receive. They're going to be on offense first. As we look at this game tonight, 2 different offenses, 2 different offense styles. You have the Rattlers, the home team, in the, I guess you could say, pass-heavy West Coast offense type of deal. They're always going to be in the shotgun and rarely under center. As for Roma, they still run that slot T under center. They got 5 people in motion at one time, unbelievable. And they can chew off about 5-6 minutes off of the clock whenever they feel like it on one drive, if that's what they decide to do. So we're going to get things going here very, very soon. As we look at the Sharyland Rattlers on the field right now. There's the run out.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and the Gladiators enter the field, the gridiron as well. So both teams on the field. We're going to get ready for the kickoff. One quick commercial break and a message from our sponsors, and we're going to be back after this here on Real Sports Live.
Continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down.
And as promised, we are back after one quick message from our sponsors. The Rattlers getting ready to break the huddle as their kickoff team enters the field. The Gladiators on the 40-yard line, but on the away side, they are in the huddle as well. They're going to have their kickoff return team on the field. They're going to have 1 deep returner, 2 deep returners. It's going to be number 22, Isaac Lozano, and number 10, Casael Anguñano. So kicking off for the Rattlers is going to be number 80, Cali Numa. As we get ready to get this game underway. 12 minutes on the clock, and Thursday Night Lights at Sharyland High School starts now. They're going to send that back for a touchback, and Roma's going to start their first drive at their own 25-yard line. So they got 75 yards to go in this run-heavy offense that they do. Last time I was covering their game, they lost to Mercedes at Mercedes. It was a 69-21 game loss, and they controlled the ball most of the game, but the scoreboard said otherwise. So here they are. We're going to see if they can control the ball. They come into this game with a 4-5 overall record and a 3-4 district record, as compared to the Rattlers with a 7-2 overall. Currently in third place in district, a 6-1 district record. The only loss was back on September 30th. It was a 27-14 loss to Mission Vets. As we're going to have a handoff down the middle quickly, and the Rattlers are there for it. They watch their film, they study the plays, and number 22, Isaac Lozano, was the one carrying the ball for the Gladiators. 20 seconds off the clock now. Just one play went by. And a fairly windy night here, as 11-mile-an-hour winds are going down to about the southeast area. So the Gladiator side, as the man in motion once again, is going to be a handoff down the middle, actually taken by the quarterback, number 1. RJ Morales goes to the right-hand side, still on his feet, and goes out of bounds at about the 9-yard line, or after about a 9-yard gain. We're going to see where the official mark is for the Gladiators. As it's going to be a 3rd and 1. He went out of bounds, or got tackled inbounds, and you're going to keep the clock rolling here. So we're just a bit behind. We get it fixed for you. Morales under center, flag comes in just before the snap, so it has to be on the offensive side. Here's the official to call. So it's going to be a false start on the offense, and the Sharyland band playing the Sunday night football theme song. Even though it's a Thursday night, it does not matter. The theme song is well known to everybody who stays and watches Carrie Underwood perform that show just before the kickoff. .25 and counting. Morales hands it off down the middle. Sharyland runs to the ball, runs to the ball carrier, and brings them down, as they were with a 3rd and 1. It took them back to a 3rd and 6. And the Rattlers got a 3 and out here on drive number 1 for Roma. 62 degrees out. Perfect fall football weather, as everyone loves to have. It's going to be a low snap, but handled great, as he's going to get that one away. He's going to take a Gladiator bounce, and they're just going to let that one roll. That was number 4 back to receive. Alec Gonzalez, a junior athlete for the Rattlers, as we take a look at their offense. They're next on the field. They're going to get the ball with 9:39 exactly here in quarter number 1. There's a big number 69 there, Cesar Mares, their center. Fairly big O-line for the Rattlers, as it's going to be number 2, Orly Lopez, accompanied by number 7, Alan Guerrero in the backfield. Lopez, handoff down the middle to Guerrero. Makes a cut to the right-hand side, stays on his feet, and just cruises out of bounds past the 40-yard line. They're going to mark him about the 42, and the clock's going to stop with 9:31. So just a bit short of a first down. They're going to be faced with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. They corrected themselves on the scoreboard. There is Lopez. Three receiver bunch to the right-hand side for Lopez. He motions over one. The jet sweep handoff comes. It goes down the left-hand side. That is Gonzalez taking it down past the first down into Gladiator territory. And the Rattlers have a first down and a new set of downs at that.
Jutetis with the tackle.
As the clock continues to roll, as the chains get set up. A huge first down on the jet sweep there. We're going to take a look at the replay in just a bit. As Lopez is going to be in the empty set this time for the Rattlers. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Trying to draw the offsides. A quick screen pass to the right-hand side. Bubble screen. It's going to be Gonzalez once again.
Mark that baby right around the 35-yard line.
Slot receiver making a big play as they continue to pile on yards here in drive number 1.
Second and 4.
We mentioned the weather earlier, the football weather, as we all love to say and call it. 63 degrees here in Mission, Texas. There's Lopez. Not expecting the snap, but he gets it off, and a strike down the middle to Gonzalez goes incomplete. And that stops the clock with 8:26. That brings up a 3rd and 4 now. So the first third down of the game for the Rattlers. We'll see if they can convert here or if the Gladiators are gonna get a 3 and out. This position here's a little area. It all depends on how your kicker is, but we're gonna mention that if they don't get the first in a bit. Lopez handed off down the middle. Guerrero gets it. A first down and more as he breaks loose. He goes down to the 15 all the way down to the 10-yard line, and a huge first down carry there for number 7, Alan Guerrero, one of the captains on the team for the Rattlers. And they are now in red zone territory. I guess you could say goal situation, but they're at the 11-yard line. Lopez motions over his man. That's number 45, Moses Rodriguez. A quick fade to the left-hand side, and that's too high. Pass intended for Diego Zavala. As that falls incomplete, it's going to stop the clock with 7:59 here in quarter number 1. There's Lopez, 3 receiver split to the left-hand side. RPO option, he gets it off to his receiver, breaks a tackle, and goes in for the touchdown. But a flag's gonna be coming in from the back of the end zone, so we're gonna have to hold that call. And we're gonna see if anything changes. Here's the official on the call.
Sorry. There was a flag. Sorry. But we're right about to.
He's waiting for confirmation from the other officials. Here he is.
Block blow to Waves. Number 1 on offense. 15 yards. Repeat second down.
We're going to have a block below the waist. That is a personal foul. So it's going to take him back 15 yards. It's going to bring up a 1st and 15 as we take a look at the instant replay of the last play. That was Cole Gerlach who had the touchdown. And there's the illegal chop block on the left-hand side where the run was supposed to go. But we're going to scratch it. Here's Lopez with a 1st and 25 now. Dropping back to pass, looking to the left-hand side, has his receiver, and that is caught back at the original line of scrimmage. That's Diego Zavala. He missed the first one, he missed the fade pass, but here he is on a huge 1st and 25 to convert it. They make up ground there. As they are all the way back close to the original line. It's going to bring up a 3rd and about, we're going to say 13 yards for a fresh set. So they don't convert here. It's not bad. You can settle for 3. Lopez dropping back to pass now. Out to the right-hand side has Gerlach, who tries to make a man miss, doesn't, but he gets all the way marked down to the 1-yard line. So that's going to mean one thing only for these Rattlers a 1st and goal with 1 yard to go, or 2. We're going to see where the official mark is. Looks like the 2-yard line. So there's Lopez once again. Handoff down the middle, cuts it inside, and trucks a defender with power. That's number 45, Moses Rodriguez. A huge first down, or a huge touchdown there for the Rattlers, as they're the ones on the board first. The extra point is good. That makes it 7-0. Here's the instant replay of the touchdown run by number 45, Moses Rodriguez. See the handoff there. The blocking's good. The linebacker just couldn't get his shoulder pads low enough to make the tackle. And that puts in Rodriguez with the first score of the game at that. And we're going to be back with the kickoff here in just a bit on Real Sports Live.
And Luke for your Motors, we're moving forward. Same great service, same great people, same great cars and trucks, and these great white letters. Our vision is crystal clear. Luke for your Motors, we're on the move.
We're the Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
And that brings us back with the kickoff. 6:44 in quarter number 1. That's 2 first downs and 1 drive for the Rattlers. And Roma 1 drive and no first downs, as they had a 3-and-out last time. As I mentioned, it is windy, 11-mile-an-hour winds going south. As the ball blew off the tee, if it blows off again, they might have to have someone go and hold it. We'll see if that's the case. Hopefully not, but we'll see. As the kick is underway, 2 receivers, 2 returners back, as that's going to go past into the track area of the stadium, and that's going to set up the Gladiators with another 1st down and 10 at their own 25. First and 10 for the Roma Gladiators. Handoff down the middle it goes to the right-hand side. Misses a tackle, but he goes down to the 35-yard line. Maybe 36 is where they're going to mark him with a nice 6-yard carry for the Gladiators. That was number 22, I believe. Isaac Lozano on the carry, as the Gladiators rush to the line of scrimmage once again. It's going to be another handoff back to Lozano, taking it to the right-hand side. My correction, it is number 23, Gabriel Garcia. He also plays inside linebacker for the Gladiators, and this time he's carrying the ball on the offensive side. A nice two-way player you can have when your coach Villanueva, excuse me, Coach Frank Villanueva. Have a player like that, you can trust him on the offense and you can trust him on the defense. He's a playmaker on both sides. Once again, rushing to the line of scrimmage. I formation, 2 receivers, 1 to the left, 1 to the right, and a handoff back. That is Lozano, to be exact, number 22 on the carry. Look at the fans down here. If you guys had a look at them, they got the hot chocolate they're selling over here. They got the hoodies, the beanies, as it's going to be Morales handing it off once again back to Garcia. And Another first down carry for the Gladiators. They're starting to move the ball now here in their second drive. As the first drive, you know, it's a get rid of the nerves, but here they are with about a 3rd and 2. Only need 2 yards, and they're looking for another first down. They've gained 25 yards, so 2 first downs. They're looking for number 3 here. It's going to be a handoff down the middle, but Morales is going to keep it for himself as he's going to be short. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Officials going to indicate to keep the clock rolling. And it's going to be a 4th and 2. No gain on that last carry, as we're going to see what Coach Villanueva decides to do, either keep the offense or bring on the punt unit. Well, it looks like the offense is going to stay on the field.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Unless they're going to try and get the... They're going to try and get the Rattlers off sides. As no, Morales is going to keep it for himself. He dives forward, and he gets a 4th and 2 conversion. And it keeps the drive alive once again for the Gladiators. The 3rd first down of this drive. Last one they had 0. And here they are with number 3 in a fresh set as they are in Rattler territory. Couldn't get past their own 30-yard line on the last drive. Here they are. Handoff down the middle. Once again, it goes for 2 at the 45 to be exact. It's going to be a 2nd and 8 coming up next.
Connor with the tackle.
Second and 8, I formation. It's Garcia in the backfield. Down the middle it goes. And he's going to gain 2 yards once again. So he's going to bring up a 2nd and 6.
3rd down. 3rd
As
and
a 3rd and 6 brings up here for the Gladiators. They need only 6 yards, and they'll be back in the first and 10 situation. We'll see if they can get it here. It took them all 4 downs, the last set of downs. And here they are now. It's going to be a handoff down the middle, looking for the toss, but that's number 7, Alan Perez, getting the carry, and a 4th and 7 now as it knocks it back a yard for the Gladiators. The punt unit's coming back onto the field, and back deep to punt is going to be number 9, Jonathan Duarte. The 2nd time seeing the field tonight. As we're down to about the 2-minute mark here in Sharyland High School. It's going to be a fumbled snap, but he's going to get it away. It's going to take a Sharyland Rattler bounce, as it took a bounce at the 20 all the way up to the 23-24. We're going to see where the official marker is. They're going to, looks like the official standing at the 24-yard line, so that's where they're going to be with a 1st and 10. See the offense for the Rattlers back on the field once again. Lopez sends his man in motion, a handoff to Guerrero down the right-hand side, and a huge tackle there for the Gladiators. Comes by number 32. That's Joel Gonzalez, the defensive lineman, making a play. As he's going to gain maybe 1 yard on that. Or it looks like they're knocking him back 1. So it's going to be a 2nd and 11 for the Rattlers now. Lopez rolls out to the left-hand side, sets his feet in the quick strike in the flats. It goes for a reception and a couple of yards after that. Looks like a 6-yard gain for number 5, Thomas Robinson.
Offensive
We're down to the last 60 seconds here of the first quarter. It's a 3rd and 5. Only 5 yards needed for a first down. Lopez calls for the snap, gets the defense offsides, a free play. They can take a shot down the field, and it's going to fall incomplete, but a penalty flag comes. Looks like it might be a holding on the defense or a pass interference, as it was intended for number 4, Alex Gonzalez. We're going to see what the official call is. We know it's an offsides for sure. That's why they got the free play. They took a shot down the field. It wasn't going to count either way. But the second flag, we're going to see what that second flag came for and what it was for, and we're going to see how Coach Craig Krell decides to call this one. Here's the official.
We have 2 fouls on the play. First foul, offsides, defense. That penalty will be declined. Second foul, pass interference, defense. That's 15 yards, first down.
So Coach Krell decides to decline the 5 yards. Would have been a first down regardless of the situation, whatever he would have picked. He decides to take the one that gives them the most yards, as they're now set up at their own 45. It's a 2-back split for Lopez. And a handoff down the left-hand side as Gonzalez takes it down the sideline, past the 40 into Gladiator territory, and gets thrown out of bounds at about the 30-yard line is where the official is going to mark him. A huge play there for the Rattlers. As the officials indicate to keep the clock rolling, they got tackled inbounds. So Guerrero's back in the backfield with Lopez. Dropping back to pass, a handoff to Guerrero down the left-hand side, making one-man miss. A second gets the first down and a block as he trucks the defender past the 15-yard line. That's going to be another huge first down carry for Guerrero, as they're only left with 9 seconds here in the quarter. Official indicating to keep the clock rolling once again. And it looks like Coach Krell's just going to send this to the second quarter. As they flip sides, we're going to have a quick message from our sponsors, and we're going to be back with second quarter action here on Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
And we're back. Second quarter action. The Rattlers knocking on the front door of the Gladiators end zone, or the end zone they're defending, as they only need 12 yards to go. We're going to see if they can get them here. As we start the second quarter, 12 minutes back on the clock. The Rattlers lead 7-0, looking to extend it to 14. 2-0. It's Lopez with a 2-back split. Last time they were in this one was a handoff to Guerrero. Let's see if they get it back to the ball back in his hands once again. Misdirection. It's going to be number 4 taking it, Alex Gonzalez. And he's going to go for about 1 yard. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 9. As there's Garcia on the defensive side, their inside linebacker making a tackle, number 23. Making plays, as we mentioned before. Lopez once again with Guerrero on his left-hand side. Takes a snap, looking for the fade route to the left-hand side. It gets almost intercepted, as that was intended for Zavala. Pass falls incomplete. As it brings up a 3rd and 9. They don't get a first down here. They can settle for 3, but they've been in this situation with a 3rd and 13 on their last time on the south end zone. Here they are on the north. They convert a first down and just punch the ball in. We'll see what happens here. Lopez with a 3-receiver split to the right. He rolls out, lets one fly, and it goes incomplete once again, back intended for Zafala. As that brings up a 4th and 9. And it looks like the extra point field goal unit is going to come onto the field. It's going to be number 80, Cali Numa.
Here we go.
As the snap is set and the kick is up and through the uprights, and the Rattlers lead 10-0. We'll be back after this here on Real Sports Live with the kickoff.
Texas A&M University, Kingsville. We are a family. We support each other through thick and thin. We work together, grow together, excel together. We inspire each other to become the great minds of the future. We are here to ensure you succeed. Apply today to get started. This is your time.
And he throws it.
And we're back here. The kick by Nguma went through the uprights and it's good. It makes the Rattlers lead extended to 10-0. They're going to be kicking it off once again. That's Cali Nguma. $11:22 left to play here in the second. Rattlers lead 10-0. As both teams have had the ball twice, Rattlers has scored twice. Not touchdowns, but points nonetheless. There's Nguma kicking it away outside into the red zone, or to the end zone. And that's going to be where the Gladiators are going to take over once again with a 1st and 10 at their own 25. And Nguma's been booting these away on the kickoffs. It was out the end zone 2 times, and this one lands in the end zone. So all 3 drives for the Gladiators are starting here at their own 25. Able to move it. Their last one, the first one didn't go as planned. That was a 3 and out. The second one, they were able to move the ball, but a 4th and 2, they weren't able to. They were able to convert that one, but not the drive or not the extra set after that. There's the handoff from Morales down to Isaac Lozano. A nice 4-yard gain puts him at a 2nd and 6. A fumbled snap or a fumbled handoff. Able to recover it and take it past the 30 into the 32, about the 32-yard line is where they're going to mark him. So we're going to call that a 3-yard carry. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 3 for the Gladiators. They're just chewing as much clock as possible, looking for a 1st down. Only 3 yards needed here after this last carry. We're down to about 10:26 and counting. It's going to be a handoff down the left-hand side. Garcia's going to take it and keep running with yards to go after that one. That's going to be another 1st down carry for number 23, Gabriel Garcia. Garcia and Lozano being the workload for the Gladiators offense as they move the ball. We're down to about the past the 10-minute mark, 9:45 to be exact. Handoff down the middle goes for a loss of 1, bringing up a 1st and 11. That was Lozano on the carry there.
Lozano the carrier.
Second and 11 for the Gladiators. As they motion over a man, Morales gonna bootleg to the right-hand side. Looks for his man, it's intercepted, going the other way. The Rattlers have it as he stays in bounds. Somehow, some way, still trying to make defenders miss, still on his feet, and eventually gets brought down. That's number 34 for the Rattlers, making a huge play. Homero Garcia. As we take a look at the replay, full screen. There's Morales getting the interception, or throwing the interception. Lopez with the ball back, a fumbled snap. He's just gonna fall on it. And it's gonna go all the way back down to their own 45-yard line, or the Gladiators 45. They are in enemy territory. They're officially gonna mark it to 39. So instead of being a 1st and 10, it's gonna be a 1st and, or 2nd and 19. Lopez driving back to pass, a tunnel screen down the middle. They're actually going to give it to Zavala with a huge first down gain. As the Rattlers have another 1st down and 10. Moving the ball pretty good. As Lopez was able to recover. It's going to be an RPO. He's just going to give it to Guerrero, who makes one man miss, blocking down the right-hand side by Gerlach. Puts Alan Guerrero in the end zone for 6 points once again. 16-0 is the score as the Rattlers get another one in the end zone. As Nguma sets it through the uprights, it's 17-0. Here's a replay of the run by Guerrero. As he made one man miss, and into the end zone he went. The jet coming down on the bottom of your screen, the offensive lineman. That puts the Rattlers up 17-0. We'll be back with the kickoff after this here on Real Sports Live.
See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Harlem South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
And we're back, getting ready for the kickoff. As Nguma got the extra point through, it's 17-0 with 7:35 left to play. There's kicking it away once again. It's going to hang in the air for a bit, be fielded down at about the 2-yard line. He's going to bring it out. Cuts it inside and gets brought down to about the 24, 23-yard line in that little area right there.
Yes, indeed, it's time to announce your champions of the week, and they
here are the Gladiators back on the field once again with their 4th drive. Be a handoff down the right-hand side, trying to hurl a defender, but he's going to get brought down with a big hit. Number 51 there on the tackle, Luis Villarreal. Making a big tackle there. As that went for about 3 yards, it brings up a 2nd and 7. It's like a 4-yard carry. Gonna bring up a 2nd and 6 to be exact. 2nd and 4. 2nd and 6, exactly. 4 yards to go. Man in motion once again. They're gonna hand it off down the middle. It goes nowhere, but back to the original line of scrimmage. Maybe one, the officials being pretty generous here. So it's only gonna bring up a 3rd and 4 now for the Gladiators out of Roma High School. It is a homecoming game for the Rattlers, their last home game of the season, or the regular season, we'll put it at that. Gladiators rush to the line, handoff down the left-hand side. Garcia has it, cuts back inside, gets a 1st down and more, all the way down to the 40-yard line. A nice carry there by number 23, Gabriel Garcia of the Gladiators, making plays there, keeping drives alive for Roma High School. As we're down to about the 6-minute mark here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of other games going on around the RGV that we are covering, Real Sports Live as a whole. We're going to get those to you in a bit. There's Lozano with the carry, going for about a yard, maybe 2. So we'll call it a 2nd and 9 or a 2nd and 8. We do have PSG North versus Mission High School. That's being played at Hidalgo due to the Mission CISD field conditions at Tom Landry Stadium. They're not able to play there. We have Donna North visiting Brownsville Rivera. Of course, Roma here at Sharyland. And then as we go past up into the Coastal Bend area, it's going to be Corpus Christi Carroll versus Corpus Christi King. And then Gregory Portland at Corpus Christi Ray. Those are the games going on tonight. Tomorrow we got a handful of games as well. We have Mercedes at Pioneer, Harlingen South at Los Fresnos, Brownsville Hanna at Harlingen, La Jolla at Edinburgh Economides, John Paul II at St. Joseph Academy, and then Brownsville Vets at Brownsville Pace. Coastal Bend area, we have Beeville at Corpus Christi Miller, and Victoria East at Corpus Christi Moody. It's going to be a motion over to the man, a handoff to the left-hand side. He might be short a yard on a 3rd and 4. He's going to make it back to exactly the 50-yard line with a 4th and 1. That was number 8 on the carry, Daniel Gutierrez. Play safety, but why not a little bit of receiver when you got the speed? Just give the ball to the man with your fastest man on the field at that point, and let him run with it. So 4th and 1 for the Gladiators.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We'll see if they can convert this one. They converted a 4th and 2 on a quarterback sneak from Morales on their last drive going north. They're going south here. We're going to see if we get it back once again. It's going to be a handoff down the middle with a huge 1st down carry and more as the helmet pops off. It's going to be Lozano on the carry and a flag coming in late.
personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Number 4, defense, 15 yards, 1st down.
That was an unnecessary roughness there on the Rattlers, so it puts the Gladiators up 15 more yards as they're at about the 350 mark. Here in quarter number 2, they're all the way down to the opposite 30. Good field position. They just need to keep getting these 1st downs. Motion, run to the left, down the middle, to the right. Bootleg. Didn't work for them last time, but it might work the 2nd time. handoff down the middle to Lozano, or Garcia, excuse me. As he gets a nice little, we'll call that a 3-yard carry. Tough 3 yards he went for. So 2nd and 7 now for the Gladiators. .310 on the clock. Gonna be handoff to Garcia, left-hand side. It's gonna be past the 25. They're gonna mark him at the 24. So a couple more yards going there for the Gladiators as they're little by little chewing down the gridiron. I'm gonna say that. It's gonna bring up a 3rd and 4. Two-man in motion, you can't do that as flags fly from the back judge, the main judge, the side judges.
Illegal shield. Offense.
That's just miscommunication right there with the quarterback and the play call, as I guess both receivers thought that each one of them should have gone in motion. So just miscommunication there. That's controlled. That can be fixed. It's 5 yards back, so it brings up now a 3rd and 9. But originally was a 3rd and 4. It's now a 3rd and 9. They lose 5, and here it goes again. The pass comes, and it goes down the field. It's caught. Number 16 for the Gladiators, Brian De La Rosa, gets 6 points as Alan Perez, the corner, can also throw the ball if he wants to, gets the Gladiators on the board. As we take a look at the replay right after the extra point is attempted. Kick is up. Might have gotten a little tipped, but it doesn't matter. It is through the uprights, and that is 6. As we take a look at the instant replay there. Wasn't able to get it, but here we are. 17-7, the kickoff after this here on Real Sports Live.
Skate. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
Service is attitude. How far are we willing to go to service our community, our dealership here at Fruya, and you? Sky's the limit.
We're back here with the kickoff. This time we see the Gladiators kicking off. It's number 9, Jonathan Duarte, who got the extra point through the uprights, and is going to be attempting this next kick. We're going to be kicking it off to the Rattlers here once again. One receiver back. It's Alan Gonzalez. This is number 11 to be exact, Ricky Vasquez.
Ball responding at the 25-yard line.
It's going to be a touchback. And the Rattlers are going to take over at their own 25. But we do have a flag down on the field. As it looks like we had an offsides on the kicking unit, the kickoff team for Roma. We'll see if Coach Krell decides to go for the re-kick. And he will. This is going to push the Gladiators. Actually, no, he's going to decline it. What's going to happen here? Looks like the defense is coming onto the field. He's going to take the 5 yards on the offensive side. He doesn't want the re-kick. So instead of The Rattlers starting at their own 25. It's going to be at their own 30-yard line. 5 yards up, no biggie. 2:14 left to play here in quarter number 2. The Rattlers lead by 10 once again. Lopez tries to get the defensive jump. He's going to hand it off back to Guerrero down the middle. And he's going to get swallowed up after a couple of gains, maybe 3 yards in that carry. We're going to be calling it a 2nd and 7. We're down to the 2-minute mark. No 2-minute warning in high school, so we're going to roll right through it. Lopez back in the shotgun with Guerrero in the backfield. 2 receivers to each side. Again with the hard count. He drops back to pass. Looking deep, has a receiver open down the sideline. That's number 1, Alan Gonzalez, to 10 to 5. He won't be caught, and he goes in for 6.
At the start of halftime, they are waiting for you.
As we let the fans take over through the background noise, everyone's on their feet, stomping on the bleachers, making some noise. And here they are. Nguma, extra point. Through the uprights as he gets it past the band, not trying to hurt any band members. It's 24-7 with 1:35 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's an instant replay of Lopez to Gonzalez as he gets in with ease. That takes us to a commercial break with the kickoff after this here on Real Sports Live.
And you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We envision that San Perlita ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
We are Santa Rosa and you're watching Real Sports Live.
And we're back here with the kickoff. Nguma getting ready to send it back to the Gladiators as they answered quickly. Only about a 1-play touchdown, I believe, for Sharyland. As Nguma lets that one hang at around the 8-yard line. They're going to be returned. Down the left-hand side, he has space and makes it all the way past the 30. I'm going to say maybe the 34, 33, where they're going to mark him. That was number 10 on the return. Casael Angudiano. As the clock stops with 1:28. It's 24-7. And Roma has an opportunity here to answer back, but I mean, if you're a run-heavy offense, it's kind of tough to get down the field. You're going to have to rush to the line quickly. We'll see if they can do it. They got a lot of yards to go, and RJ Morales keeps it for himself and gets tackled after a gain of about 2. They're going to mark him past the 35 at the 36 to be exact. And the clock's going to continue to roll with a 2nd and 8. For the Roma Gladiators, you see them huddling up, taking their sweet time. Looks like they might just run one more play or two and take this to the halftime. As the halftime rolls around, we're ready to give scores from the RGV of the games that we are covering. As I mentioned before, it's going to be another handoff jet sweep, cutting it back inside. That's Perez with the carry. It starts to get a little more chilly out here in Mission, Texas, down to 62 degrees. So we have PSG North at Mission, Donna North at Brownsville Rivera, and of course our Coastal Bend School is Corpus Christi Carroll at Corpus Christi King, and then Gregory Portland at Corpus Christi Ray. So we're gonna have a little halftime show, run first half highlights. We're We're going to talk about what both teams have done and can do differently, as we're taking this down to about 15 seconds and 10 more to go, and we're going to take this to the half. As mentioned before, halftime festivities are being adjourned right now as they're setting up the homecoming court. They're going to be announcing all that jazz just in the halftime show, so it might run a little longer as both bands are going to have an opportunity to perform. So originally 28 minutes, but it might run to about 30, maybe 35. Only time will tell. So get ready for, we're going to be back about the 15-minute mark, so set your time clocks. It's going to be on the screen as well. So there's our little halftime slate. We see I set it to 28 minutes. So in the 28 minutes is about the 15-minute mark, maybe 12. We're going to be showing you a little halftime show, scores around the RGV as mentioned before. Talk about both teams, run some first half highlights, and you can watch the homecoming court festivities go on at the same time. So thank you for tuning into the first half. I'm Brandon Guzman with Real Sports Live. Stay tuned for the second half, our halftime analysis, as we're going to get the ball rolling here real soon as we get the second half underway in about 30 minutes. So we'll be back. Stay tuned and stay with us.
You get when you walk onto a campus.
A sense of love, compassion, and dedication.
An environment that inspires each of our HCISD family members
to do their best and to be their best.
We ground our education on strong character, and together, we will always persist towards the future.
We are a district of choice.
A district of innovation.
And a district of excellence.
We are HCISD.
We are Edinburgh Villa and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Sharyland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sharyland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are La Villa and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles, how about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are La Villa and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable. For condo and beach house rentals, call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Harlingen Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rodo Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
We're Los Rentals Volleyball, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Aquí, en la Universidad de Texas A&M Kingsville, somos una familia. Nosotros nos apoyamos. Trabajamos juntos. Crecemos juntos. Triunfamos juntos. Nos inspiramos los unos a los otros para convertirnos en las grandes mentes del futuro. Estamos aquí para asegurarnos que tú triunfes. Aplica hoy para empezar. Es tu momento.
We're the Lifer Cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K-3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
For your motors, we're moving forward. Same great service, same great people, same great cars and trucks, and these great white letters. Our vision is crystal clear. Look for your motors. We're on the move.
We're the Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sun rises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Here at Texas A&M University, Kingsville, we are a family. We support each other through thick and thin. We work together, grow together, excel together. We inspire each other to become the great minds of the future. We are here to ensure you succeed. Apply today to get started. This is your time.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sun rises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
Service is attitude. How far are we willing to go to service our community, our dealership here for you, and you? Sky's the limit.
We're the Ray Texans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We envision that San Perlita ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
We are Santa Rosa and you're watching Real Sports Live.
There is a feeling you get when you walk onto a campus.
A sense of love, compassion, and dedication.
An environment that inspires each of our HCISD family members
to do their best and to be their best.
We ground our education on strong character, and together, we will always persist towards the future.
We are a district of choice.
A district of innovation.
And a district of excellence.
We are HCISD.
We are Edinburgh Bella and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Sharyland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sharyland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are La Villa and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
I love what I do. I
love
really
what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are La Villa and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable. For condo and beach house rentals, call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Harlingen Cardinals and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rodolfo Rodriguez and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
We're those Red Bulls volleyball and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Aquí, en la Universidad de Texas A&M Kingsville, somos una familia. Nosotros nos apoyamos. Trabajamos juntos. Crecemos juntos. Triunfamos juntos. Nos inspiramos los unos a los otros para convertirnos en las grandes mentes del futuro. Estamos aquí para asegurarnos que tú triunfes. Aplica hoy para empezar. Es tu momento.
We're
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K-3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down.
And I want to welcome everybody back here to Real Sports Live, the halftime show about to get underway here as we talk about what both teams got going on for themselves right now. You see it on the scoreboard, it reflects the Rattlers kind of off to a shaky start, but able to get the ball in the end zone 3 times, and then the field goal that they had on down here in the red zone by Nguma. That puts them up 24-7. As for the Gladiators, I mean, not much going on their end. You know, they've had a couple of drives that ended in 3 and outs and a 4th down stop that really didn't go anywhere. As they look to get the ball rolling here in the second half, it's going to be the Rattlers going to be starting it off next. They deferred to the second half, so Roma started off. So now the Rattlers are going to come back out of the halftime. About a 30-minute break. Fresh legs, fresh plays in their mind. And we're going to see how they come out in the second half if mistakes happen. Not many flags have been thrown, just simple illegal motion, pass interference, the usual. No holding calls on either side as well, which is very surprising if you look at a team like the Roma Gladiators, who are a run-heavy team. There might be a lot of holding here and there, but not really many that they've called. They haven't called any at that. And, I mean, it just won, I believe it was a pass interference and an offsides that gave the Rattlers a good field position, and they took that. That was that drive they scored down. It was a lot of the run to the right-hand side by Guerrero, I believe. So that's just my little analysis. Not really much has to change for the Rattlers. They just need to keep being consistent. As for the Roma Gladiators, they tried opening up the pass play just a bit. They got one. The first one didn't go as planned, as that went back and intercepted for the Rattlers. It went back Sharyland's way. And then the second one they did was a little trick play. As Moraz rolled out to the left, he gave it to number 7, Alan Perez, and he launched it deep for Brian De La Rosa. And they had a touchdown there. That's their only touchdown of the game. So we're going to see what Roma can do if they come out and get a stop here. I mean, they're still in this ball game. A lot of ball games left to be played. Each have had an equal amount of drives. So we're going to see what comes out in the second half. Right now, the homecoming court is being announced. They're going to introduce everybody and all that jazz. As we have halftime scores around the valley, we have the Donna Chiefs. They're leading 21-20 right here in the second. It's getting close to the halftime. So once that is official, we'll probably give it to you here in the third quarter. Of course, our game here, 24-7. We have PSG North at Mission. That has gone down. They're at halftime as well. It's 21-7. We also have some volleyball. Some playoff volleyball that just ended, I believe. It was Bishop who took it in 3 sets over the Lyford Lady Bulldogs. They won that one. The set 1 was won by Bishop 25-13, set 2 25-14, and they got swept in set 3 25-12. So that game just ended. You can go catch the replays later on through the night whenever they get uploaded. And those are just the games in the RGV that we have for you. Not much, but we have some. Halftime festivities, homecoming going on right now. And we're going to show some first half highlights and then send you back to the commercial break, and you can watch the festivities on the left side of your screen as we're in the split screen mode. So, little halftime show here from Real Sports Live at Richard Thompson Stadium. We'll be back with you in just a bit. There is Lopez. 3 receiver bunch to the right-hand side for Lopez. He motions over one. The jet sweep handoff comes. It goes down the left-hand side. That is Gonzalez taking it down. Past the first down into Gladiator territory. It off down the middle. Guerrero gets it. A first down and more as he breaks loose. He goes down to the 15 all the way down to the 10-yard line, and a huge first down. There's Lopez, 3 receiver split to the left-hand side. RPO option, he gets it off to his receiver, breaks a tackle, and goes in for the touchdown. Dropping back to pass now. Out to the right-hand side has Gerlach, who tries to make a man miss, doesn't, but he gets all the way marked down to 1 yard to go, or 2. We're gonna see where the official mark is. Looks like the 2-yard line. So there's Lopez once again. Handoff down the middle, cuts it inside, and trucks a defender with power. That's number 45, Moses Rodriguez. They're gonna try and get the Rattlers off sides. No, Morales is gonna keep it for himself. He dives forward, and he gets a 4th and 2 conversion. The left-hand side as Gonzalez takes it down the sideline, past the 40 into Gladiator territory, and gets thrown out of bounds at about the 30. It's going to be a handoff down the left-hand side. Garcia's going to take it and keep running with yards to go after that one. As they motion over a man, Morales going to bootleg to the right-hand side. Looks for his man. It's intercepted. Going the other way. The Rattlers have it as he stays in bounds. Somehow, some way, still trying to make defenders miss. Still on his feet. And eventually... Lopez driving back to pass a tunnel screen down the middle. They're actually going to give it to Zavala with a huge first down gain. It's going to be an RPO. He's just going to give it to Guerrero, who makes one man miss. Blocking down the right-hand side by Gerlach. Puts Alan Guerrero season, or the regular season, we'll put it at that. Gladiators rush to the line, handoff down the left-hand side. Garcia has it, cuts back inside, gets a first down and more, all the way down to the 4, and here it goes again. The pass comes, and it goes down the field. It's caught. Number 16 for the Gladiators, Brian De La Rosa. Looking deep, has a receiver open down the sideline. That's number 1, Alan Gonzalez, to 10 to 5. He won't be caught, and he goes in for 6. There is Lopez. And there it is, the halftime, first half highlights being shown there. As we took a look at the last 2 plays, those were the big plays of the game. One for the Gladiators was their touchdown, and then the Rattlers answered back quickly on a huge strike down the right side of a 70-yard touchdown for Alan Gonzalez. So about 6 minutes left here. A couple of more a couple more ladies and gentlemen need to be announced. Right now they see them there. There's 3 on the right, 1 making the way to the left-hand side. And then we're going to be back with you for the second half kickoff in just a moment after this here on Real Sports Live. So stay tuned, stay with us, because we're going to be back with you in just a bit.
Touchdown!
And look for your motors, we're moving forward. Same great service, same great people, same great cars and trucks, and these great white events. Our vision is crystal clear. Look for your motors. We're on the move.
We're the Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Here at Texas A&M University, Kingsville, we are a family. We support each other through thick and thin. We work together, grow together, excel together. We inspire each other to become the great minds of the future. We are here to ensure you succeed. Apply today to get started. This is your time.
And he throws it down. See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Harlem South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sun rises and sun sets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
Service is attitude. How far are we willing to go to service our community, our dealership here for you, and you? Sky's the limit.
We're the Ray Texans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We envision that San Perlita ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
We are Santa Rosa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
There is a feeling you get when you walk onto a campus.
A sense of love, compassion, and dedication.
An environment that inspires each of our HCISD family members
to do their best and to be their best.
We ground our education on strong character, and together, we will always persist towards the future.
We are a district of choice.
A district of innovation.
And a district of excellence.
We are HCISD.
We are Eddie Burgella, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Sharyland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sharyland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Real Sports Live is the Concession Stand. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past? First pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable. For condo and beach house rentals, call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Harlingen Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rodo Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
We're Los Retos Volleyball, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Aquí, en la Universidad de Texas A&M Kingsville, somos una familia. Nosotros nos apoyamos. Trabajamos juntos, crecemos juntos, triunfamos juntos, nos inspiramos los unos a los otros para convertirnos en las grandes mentes del futuro. Estamos aquí para asegurarnos que tú triunfes. Aplica hoy para empezar. Es tu momento.
We're the Life for Cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K-3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
And look for your motors, we're moving forward. Same great service, same great people, same great cars and trucks, and these great white letters. Our vision is crystal clear. Look for your motors. We're on the move.
We're the Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Here at Texas A&M University, Kingsville, we are a family. We support each other through thick and thin. We work together, grow together, excel together. We inspire each other to become the great minds of the future. We are here to ensure you succeed. Apply today to get started. This is your time.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Awesome!
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
Service is attitude. How far are we willing to go to service our community, our dealership here for you, and you? Sky's the limit.
We're the Red Texans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We envision that San Perlita ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
We are Santa Rosa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
And we are back here, Real Sports Live, with the second half about to get underway. You see the people on your screen there were the classes of 60s, 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s. So there they are on the field, and Roma has already made their way onto the field. They have their kickoff unit ready to go as the Rattlers are going to be let out, looks like, by the elementary school. I believe so. They're little kids on the field, so the little ones are going to be escorting the big ones onto the gridiron in just a bit. We're getting ready to get the second half underway, just waiting for the Rattlers to make their way onto the field. There's Lopez coming in late. And they're the Sharyland football team, the Rattlers now on the field. Second half action about to get underway very, very soon. 12 minutes on the clock, 24 minutes left to play here at Richard Thompson Stadium. And the Rattlers of Sharyland High School, the home team, lead 24-7 over the Roma Gladiators. So the kicking unit on the team, it's going to be a different man, different kicker. It's number 99, Alejandro Gomez, for Roma to be kicking it away. And Sharyland is now in the huddle, about to take the field at the 45.
Everyone wave, all you little Rattlers out there. Yes, that's a good-looking group.
And there go the returners back to receive deep. Going to be number 4, Alec Gonzalez, and number 11, Ricky Vasquez. Vasquez and Gonzalez. So they're actually going to have 3 returners deep. So it's Vasquez, Gonzalez, and another Gonzalez. 2 Gonzalez's and a Vasquez. And Gomez kicking it away for Roma. Starts second half action here as that goes to the back of the end zone. And it's going to start the Rattlers at their own 25-yard line. 24-7 they lead by 3 scores. By 3 possessions at that. We're going to see what this second half comes to. They had a lot of time to talk about what they wanted to do in half, what they wanted to change, what they wanted to do differently. As we mentioned before, both teams don't really have as many penalties on either side, just a couple of knickknacks here. No holding, though. Those are the big ones, but a couple of personal fouls and pass interferences. But the big ones are holding, and we haven't had any one of those on either side of the ball. Here's Lopez motioning over his man, the jet sweep handoff. He's going to take it. That's Thomas Robinson down the right-hand side, and he's going to start this second half with a bang.
To the 45-yard line. Gonna mark that baby at the 44, first and 10. Anguiano with that tackle.
Lopez with Guerrero in the backfield, 3 receivers to the left-hand side. Lopez is going to take it for himself and get brought down for a sack. That's number 32. of the Gladiators. Joel Gonzalez, defensive lineman, making a huge play there for the Gladiators. It knocks him back 2 yards. He's going to bring up a 2nd and 12 now. Second and 12, two-back split for Lopez. Takes the snap. It's not Lopez, it's actually Alex Gonzalez in the backfield. He's playing QB now, and now Lopez is going to take the field. You see him there on the right side of your screen coming in. As running back Guerrero splits out wide as a receiver. He's a third receiver counting from the bottom up. So it's a 3 receivers, trips to the left and 2 to the right side. An empty set for Orly Lopez. Gonna take the snap. He's dropping back to pass. Has a bubble and the fade on the right-hand side. He's gonna take the shot, and it's gonna be complete, as it's gonna be caught by Alan Gonzalez. A huge play there for the Rattlers as they come out in the second half swinging. 10-16 and counting here. As we take a look at the replay here. Instant replay split on the right side of your screen. As Lopez just took a shot straight to Alan Gonzalez, who already has a touchdown in this one. Here he is. Another quick screen to the right-hand side. It's going to be Gerlach staying on his feet. After a couple of yards, maybe 2-3 yards, they're going to count it exactly at the 20-yard line. So it's going to be a 2nd and 8 for the Rattlers as they get the ball moving once again. .927 and counting. A close split, a corner to the left-hand side. It's going to be a touchdown, as they're going to mark him incomplete. Officials saying that it hit the ground first. Well, y'all could be the judge of that. If you rewind it, just zoom in or rewind it, and you can go back and see it if you're on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, you can go head over to YouTube and watch it there. And y'all can be the judge of that, but the officials saw what they saw, and they're going to leave it at that. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 8 now for the Rattlers. A nice play there. That was intended for Alex Gonzalez. Gonzalez almost came down with it, but could have controlled it the whole way through. It's going to be the same formation, but it's going to be Guerrero on the left side of Lopez. Pressure coming from the Gladiators. Picking up a block there. They go back to the corner route. That goes incomplete. As the pressure was coming, he couldn't do nothing about it. He had to let it fly. That's 9-16 and a 3 and out. Looks like the Rattlers are going to settle for 3 here as they come out of the second half. Moving the ball pretty good, but couldn't get it done, as Gonzalez almost had a touchdown. They went back to the same play, and the pressure came from Roma, and Lopez had to get it out instead of taking the sack. Here we go. Kick is up, and Guma gets it through the uprights as the officials nod yes. 27-7, a 20-point lead here for the Sharyland Rattlers as they take the lead coming out, or they extend their lead coming out of the half. We'll be back with a kickoff after this here on Real Sports Live.
You get when you walk onto a campus.
A sense of love, compassion, and dedication.
An environment that inspires each of our HCISD family members
to do their best and to be their best.
We ground our education on strong character, and together, we will always persist towards the future.
We are a district of choice.
A district of innovation.
And a district of excellence.
We are HCISD.
And we are back here with the kickoff, and Guma gets it through the uprights on about a 37-yard field goal. And here they are once again. Kicking it off to Roma, who's going to get some second half action after Nguma gets it away. He's been pretty good about kicking it into the end zone, but as the wind is blowing south and he's been having to kick north, you know, the ball stays hanging around the 10 to 5 yard line. Let's see if it happens again as he gets it away. And yeah, once it gets up in the air, it's just going to start hanging there. It's falling at the 11, and it's going to be returned. Lozano takes it out the left-hand side, tries to cut out for blocks. Trucks a defender who gets it past the 33. They're going to mark him down at the 34 yard line. So 9:01. And the Roma Gladiators get their first drive of the second half. They're starting at their own 34. So a couple of drives that they've had in the first half was at the 20, 25, the 22, mostly the 25. But here they are, a nice return there as it hung in the air for a bit. And we've seen that recently. We saw in the first half when Sharyland was scoring in the south end zone. It would hang in the air. And that's just due to the weather as the wind's blowing at 11 miles an hour south. So the handoff down the middle goes for a good gain. There's Lozano crawling his way to the first down marker, but he's going to be short 2. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 8.
2nd and 2.
Excuse me, a 2nd and 2 with an 8 yard gain. My correction, my apologies. Rushing to the line once again as a center. 8:45 and counting. Morales motions over a man. There's going to be a handoff down the middle once again, but they're there for the tackle. Lozano goes nowhere as it brings up a 3rd and 2 now. It's going to be back to the original line of scrimmage, so they keep the same distance, but a different down. High formation, Lozano in the fullback position, Garcia in the halfback position. He's going to truck a defender as he gets a first down and more. Another first down gain for the Gladiators as we do have a player down on the field for Roma. Helmet came off, that is Garcia. We're going to stop the clock and we're going to come back after this here on Real Sports Live.
You're watching Real Sports Live.
Sharyland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sharyland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Back here, it was number 23, Gabriel Garcia, who was down, able to walk back on his own 2 feet, his own power. The helmet popped off, so he has to be out for a play, so that puts in a different running back and a different man carrying the ball. But a familiar name, Lozano, who trips over one of his linemen. He's going to fall forward for a yard. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 9 now for the Gladiators as they're in their first drive of the second half. Trying to make something happen here. They need a score if they want to stay in this one. Another one. Morales, quarterback keeper to the right-hand side. A nice big play made by Gonzalez. He is listed as an athlete on the depth chart, so that means he does not just stuck to one position. He plays the safety position on defense. He plays a receiver position. He could play kick returner. He could probably be a punt returner as well. He is. They could put him at the running back. He's just an all-around guy that it's a good one to have on your team, especially when you have someone like that. He's an all-around player. You can put him at different spots on the field, and he's going to make a play regardless of the situation and the spot that he's at. A 3rd and 5. Handoff down the left-hand side it goes. He needs to make a couple defenders miss, but he's going to get drugged down. That was Daniel Gutierrez.
Mark that baby right around the
And there is number 4 making a tackle, Alex Gonzalez, another man listed as an athlete. You saw him at quarterback in the first drive coming out the half. He's our punt returner. He's a kick returner. As Coach Krell has about 3 athletes listed on his depth chart. Alex Gonzalez, Diego Zavala, Alan Gonzalez, excuse me, and Thomas Robinson. So a couple of athletes there. 4th and 2. Morales keeping it for himself. He's going to get tripped up, and it is going to be short a yard. So that ball is going back to the Rattlers. Has a big play made there, Alan Gonzalez. As they're going to have to spot the ball. Now the official's changing his call. There you go. Rattler ball, a huge 4th down stop as they come out of the half. That puts us down to the 5:22 mark.
Ladies and gentlemen, working hard tonight. A little bit of love.
There is Lopez back in the backfield once again with Guerrero. 5:22 here in quarter number 3. With the 1st and 10 at their own 44. Lopez heaves one deep for Gonzalez. It hits a defender, and that pass falls incomplete. Gonzalez is like, hey man, where's the flag? Where's the flag? But there is not a flag on the other side, but there is a holding call. The first one of the night, it comes on the Sharyland Rattlers. There's the offensive lineman like, come on, man, we got to pick that up. Can't be having those, especially when we're backed up already in our own territory. And stop the clock with 4:56. And it brings up now a 1st and 20 for the Rattlers. But they've shown they can get out of situations like this after they had a personal foul back in when they scored their first touchdown. It was a 1st and 25. But here they are with a 1st and 20. 4:56. Lopez, 3 receivers to the right. He's going to hand it off to Guerrero. Not much running that they've been calling, but he breaks one loose as he got 2-man to beat. Speed down the left-hand side. He's going to get touched at the 5, but he's going in for the touchdown. As Nguma knocks it through for the 34th point of the night for the Rattlers. They're piling on touchdowns. That was Alan Guerrero. As we take a look at the instant replay, you see him there breaking loose. He had 2 gladiators chasing him down the left-hand side. The 10, he gets touched about the 5, but they weren't fast enough to reach him. We'll be back with the kickoff after this here on Real Sports Live.
Watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at 1st and Jackson in Harlingen.
And we're back here in Nguma, setting up, getting ready to kick this one back to the Gladiators. This is going to be a nice little pooch kick. It's going to be a short one. They're going to try and recover as they fall on it. And that's going to go back to the Rattlers, I believe, waiting for the official signal. And it is going to be recovered. There are the Rattlers running on to the sideline. That's number 17 with the recovery, Hugo Martinez, as they're going to be on the bench with a turnover chain. But the Rattlers back on offense once again. Here's the instant replay. A split screen. It's going to be on your right-hand side. There was the kick. It was a pooch. Coach Krell wanted the ball back to put this game away, put the final nail in the coffin. And he has a chance to do it here. They settled for 3 in their first drive. Guerrero broke it loose for a long touchdown run on the second drive of the half. And now here they are. Empty set once again. Lopez heaving one deep, has Gonzalez who catches it. Another huge catch there for Gonzalez as he's making plays left and right here for the Rattlers. That's why he's listed as an athlete, not as a receiver or a specific position. He can do it all. 4:37 and counting. As they take their time setting up, they only need 9 yards to go. So they're first and goal. They got 4 chances to punch it in the end zone. See if they settle for 3 if they get to that situation. But that's long before this. Handoff to the right-hand side. Goes Gonzalez trying to hurdle the defender, and he gets in the end zone. Oh my God, another one. Gonzalez catching flight. Sets it through with 41. So the Rattlers with 4:26 put on another touchdown. As we take a look at the instant replay, there's Gonzalez down the right-hand side. You see him turning the corner. One defender to beat, and he just hurdled him into the end zone. As 4 Rattlers stand in disbelief, you see the offensive linemen putting their hands over their helmets. We're going to show it to you one more time. At the end, you're going to see Lopez, number 69, number 73, and number 7 in disbelief as they stand there like statues, like there's no way Gonzalez just did that, but he did. And that puts 41 on the board for the Rattlers to 7 of the Gladiators. That's Alan Gonzalez, another athlete listed for the Sharyland Rattlers. Another athlete on the board listed at that. It's going to be Nguma kicking it away. So they scored a field goal coming out the half. And then they scored a touchdown on the second drive. They decide to pooch it. They get the recovery. I guess you could say an onside kick, but it went up in the air, so they're going to say pooch. They get the recovery, and then just throw one deep to get Gonzalez, and then a run to the other Gonzalez goes there. This one goes deep, and it's Lozano taking it out the left-hand side. Cuts a corner, and he's going to be brought down, getting close to the 25. We're going to say the 24, 23-yard line. Around that area is where they're going to spot him at. First and 10 for the Gladiators at their own 23. They're back in the full house formation. It's going to be a handoff down the middle, and the Rattlers are there for it. A huge play. It's going to be number 10 making the first initial contact. Inside linebacker, Tennessee Cano. And doing a little dance on the field is Alan Gonzalez, and why not? Celebrate with your team. They're up 41-7. Another handoff down the right side, down the middle. That's Lozano on the carry as Gano comes up with the ball, but they're going to mark him down. So looking for another turnover. He's not going to get it. Down to 3 minutes and 26 seconds and counting. Another run down the left-hand side. Morales is going to take it for himself. Another 1st and 10 carry there. Roma starting to move the ball just a bit as they take it to the huddle. Take it to the line of scrimmage. They break the huddle. They rush down. It's Morales handing it off once again to Gutierrez. Takes it down the left-hand side. He gets tackled inbound, so it's going to keep the clock rolling. We're down to the 2:15 mark, 2:14 and counting. They got to signal twice to the game clock manager to keep it rolling. Down to 2 minutes here in the 3rd quarter, as the Rattlers have managed to put on quite the show here in the 3rd. Start 2 touchdowns already as they're down to the 148 mark. Another handoff down to Gutierrez that goes to the original line of scrimmage and 1. So +1 is going to bring up a 3rd and about 3 for the Gladiators. It's going to be a flag coming in. Might be a false start. They stopped it right before the play was snapped. Here's the official.
False start, number 67, offense, 5 yards, third down.
And it is going to be another false start from the offense. I believe their 2nd of the 9th. They had an illegal shift back in the 1st. And here they have a false start. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 8. They were at 3rd and 3, and that knocks them back again. It messed them up in the 1st half. We're going to talk about that right after this play. It's going to be Morales in the backfield, taking the play action pass, looking to the right, heaving it up over. Pass goes incomplete, intended for number 99, Alejandro Gomez. As we mentioned before, they were down at a 3rd and 4 in the 1st half. And then they had a illegal shift that set them back 5 yards. It became a 3rd and 9, and they had to punt it away or they had to get rid of the ball. They went for it on 4th down, but didn't get it. So here they are now with a 4th and 8. Another yard that set them back 5 yards. They would have kept it down to about the 3-yard line. With 3 yards to go, they could have easily ran it down the middle and got a 1st down. They've been doing it all night. As Gonzalez is going to recover that punt. He's going to give a stiff arm, and let's see if he has blockers down the left-hand side. He does. He stays in between the lines, and he's eventually going to get marked out as the 2 officials down the sideline blowing their whistle. That would have been a sweet return for Gonzalez. He already has a big play made. He had the hurdle, or I believe it was a 9-yard touchdown run down the right-hand side. He hurdled the defender, got into the end zone for a touchdown. Almost had a punt return here. If he would have got it just a little bit had a little more room, instead of tiptoeing down the sidelines, he would have got in for a touchdown, as he had nobody there, or no Gladiator in the area getting ready to bring him down. So it brings up a 1st and 10 for Roma at their own 45-yard line exactly, with 33 seconds to go here in the 1st half, in the 3rd quarter at that. Man in motion, he's going to ride him for a bit. Gerlach takes it to the quarterback option, and he takes it all the way down past the 50-yard line, exactly at the 48. He's going to bring up a 2nd and 3, a nice 7-yard carry there for the Rattlers, as Gerlach is in a QB now. takes us all the way down to quarter number 4. Both teams throwing the fours up, has their hands up. They're going to flip sides. It won't be a big flip. As we head into the 4th quarter, the Rattlers all half number 2. As it's 20 or 41-7. And putting numbers up here. 2 second half touchdowns within a matter of minutes, maybe less than 2 minutes. They had 2 touchdowns already on the board, and that puts them at 41-7. So they flip sides, only about 6 yards they got to flip. The ball was at the 47, or the 48 to be exact. Start the 4th quarter here. Gerlach, empty set, 3 receivers to the left. Pressure coming from Roma, a quick screen to the left-hand side. He catches it, goes for a first down, and eventually gets out of bounds at about the 43 is where they're gonna mark him. That's a first down catch for number 5, Thomas Robinson, another athlete listed on the roster here that we have up in the booth. And knocks 10 seconds off the board. It puts us at 11:50. So I mentioned what Roma needs to do in the halftime. They need ball control. They need to keep getting first downs, control this offense, control the time of possession. And if you can't be getting first downs, you keep getting like little penalties, a holding, 5 yards, a false start. It's just going to push you back. You're not able to get those yards that you actually need. Gerlach is going to be in the split back set. The man who already has a touchdown gets the ball once again on another carry. That's Moses Rodriguez. He scored the first touchdown of the game. It was a 1-yard run for the Rattlers down in the south end zone, and he got the carry there. It's Gerlach who's going to be at QB now for the Rattlers. I got a chance to cover him during baseball season. A fine player on the diamond, and he can do it both. Two-sport athlete, can do it on the field, on the gridiron, and on the diamond. Two-back split. He's calling out the defense here. It looks like man coverage as he's going to roll out to the right-hand side. He has a receiver. He's just going to knock it down. It's going to be number 81 who the pass was intended for, Gabriel Garza. That pass falls incomplete. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 8 for the Rattlers. Temperature starting to drop little by little down to 61 degrees. Well, the 73% humidity takes some effect into it, as Gerlach is going to have the RPO. He's going to keep it for himself. He's going to gain a couple. Maybe we're going to call it a 4-yard gain. So it's going to bring up a 4th and 4 for the Diamondbacks. Or excuse me, for the Rattlers. I apologize to everyone watching. I did not mean to do that. I looked down at the field and I saw the Sharyland Diamondbacks logo on the end zone. So that's why my mind clicked. I apologize to anybody who was watching the Rattlers play for calling them the Diamondbacks. But here we are. A 4th and 4, 4th and 5 maybe. As Coach Krell's going to take that all the way down as the play clock expires to 1. And he's going to bring on his field goal unit. Now, in most situations for some high school teams, if you don't have a kicker that can boot it the way Nguma does, then you're going to be in a situation where it's too far for a kick. Or how does it go? It's too close for a punt, but too far for a kick. So you'd be going for it in this situation if you were any other high school team in the Valley who doesn't have a kicker like Nguma, but he has a leg on him. We've seen him boot it through the back of the end zone. He was backed up over here at the 25. So this is not a problem for him. He just needs to get the accuracy down and get it through the upright. He's set up exactly at the 45-yard line. maybe a 55-yard field goal here for Nguma. As the ball is set, placed, and it is going. Has the distance and not the accuracy. It goes incomplete. Wide right it goes, as the drive is going to stall there for the Rattlers. They're going to give the ball back to the Gladiators, and they're going to keep it at 41-7. And Nguma had the leg, but he just didn't have the right and the right accuracy to get through the uprights. A beautiful kick, perfectly, but just couldn't execute it all the way through. So here we are, 1st and 10 for Roma. 10-10 left to play here in the third quarter. Excuse me, in the fourth quarter. Oh, wait a minute. We forgot to switch that. Here come the Gladiators back in the same formation they've been in all night. The slot T is what they're running. They're going to motion over a man. They're going to hand it off to him as well. He's taking it down the right-hand side, cuts it inside, and goes for a little bit. Alan Perez on the carry for Roma. Once again, another handoff down the middle. It goes. Lozano has space, trucks the defender, and a huge first down carry goes for the Gladiators out of Roma High School. It's another 1st and 10 as the time stops with 9:20 just to get the chains moving, and we're going to restart it in just a bit. There we go. It gives the official, that gives us a signal. And we start the clock once again. 9:16 and counting now. Going to be Morales handing it off down the middle, a couple yards in the carry. We're going to call it a 4 or 5 yard carry there. Call it a 4 yard carry. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 6 now for Roma.
2nd and 5.
Morales motions over, hands it off down the middle. As the ball comes loose, the Rattlers might have it as we wait for the signal, and it is going to be going back to Sharyland. And there they go. Why not start the celebration? The Sharyland Rattlers get the ball back on a huge fumble recovery there. The turnover chain makes another appearance. This time it's number 19 wearing it, Caden Requendes, the inside linebacker, sophomore inside linebacker. So Coach Crow has another man on his squad who's going to hang around for another 2 years. It's going to be a nice player for Coach Craig Crow, as he's only a sophomore, causing recovering turnovers like that. There we go. That puts the Rattlers back on the offensive perspective once again here in quarter number 4. A 55-yarder was missed the last time, and here he is once again. Having holes and having speed, this number 45 on the carry. Moses Rodriguez, but a flag is going to be down back at about the 37. It's going to be a holding on the offense. So that play, scratch it off the table, it's coming back. You see everyone from the Rattlers walking back, and a couple more yards as well. That penalty is going to be accepted. I believe that was on the right guard, the holding call. Number 61, that is Moses Jacobo. 8:20, not 7, and counting. Gerlach still at QB with a two-back split. He's going to hand it off down to the running back. That's number 17, new man in the backfield, Hugo Martinez. That is Gonzalez making another play on the defensive side for the Gladiators. It brings up a 2nd and forever as he makes it back to the original line of scrimmage. A 2nd and 20 for the Rattlers.
7:55.
7:41 and counting. Gerlach in the empty set. They're rolling over the safeties. Might be a cover 3, but a quick strike out to the left-hand side. Makes one man miss and gets brought down out of bounds. That's number 8, Jake Benya. On the quick 5-yard strike, turns it into about 15. A flag on the play. We'll see which way this goes. Here's the official on the call. Scratch that last play too. An illegal block in the back as the careless penalties start rolling into the game. Those are penalties that can be fixed easily and shouldn't be even making an appearance at that. But here they are nonetheless. It is football. People make mistakes. Things happen. We are late in the game. The team's up 41-7, but still got to keep a even keel. Call it at that. There's Gerlach. 2 receivers on each side, as he has Rodriguez in the backfield. He's dropping back to pass a quick strike to the flat. It's caught, and it goes for a little bit more as the clock continues to roll. That's number 17. Hugo Martinez on the reception. He had a run earlier, went for nothing. Here he goes on a nice, we'll call it about a 10-yard catch and run total. Gerlach trying to get the defensive jump. Hard count. Feels pressure. Steps up in the pocket and rolls out with his own 2 feet. He gets brought down inside the white lines as the clock continues to roll. It's going to be a 4th down and about 4, maybe 3 for the Rattlers, as we're down to the 6:20 mark here in the 4th quarter. This is the final game for either team in the regular season. As for the Rattlers, they're looking into the postseason. Currently 3rd place in the district standings for district, I believe it was a 16-5A. Leading the district right now is Mercedes. They have a 6-1 record. Mission Veterans Memorial, 6-1 record. And Sharyland, here the Rattlers are with a 6-1 record. All 6-1, the top 3 teams at Ed Couch Elsa is 5-3 in district. But overall, it paints a different picture. Mercedes is 8-1 overall. Mission Veterans Memorial is 6-3. Sharyland is 7-2. So the standings might change after this game. It all depends on how Mission Vets plays tomorrow, I believe. As we're going to confirm that for you right now. They play today, actually. They're actually playing against PSJ Memorial. So I'm sure they're going to win that one. Memorial is 1-8, and Mission Vets is 6-3. So they'll keep the 2nd place standings right now in the district, as will Sharyland keep their 3rd place standings. And that's how the playoff schedule is going to work out here for either side of the ball, or for, both sides in District 16-5A. Rattlers right now, we're looking at their schedule. They are lined up to play either Medina Valley or Floresville. That is subject to change, so it just all depends on how the district turns out on either today and tomorrow, the last couple of games, as RJ Morales is going to take that for himself. He's going to roll out the right-hand side. He's going to get a 1st down and more, maybe a 1st down and an extra yard to come along with it. So they're going to move the chains. We're down to the 4:52 mark here in the fourth quarter. So the first time we see the Gladiators shotgun formation is going to be a jet sweep to Perez. Right-hand side, he has a nice chunk of yardage as he rolls out of bounds. He's going to stop the clock with 4:20. Well, they're going to keep the clock rolling, actually. Officials indicated. We do as they say. They say move back 10 yards. Well, guess what? We're going back 10 yards. They go back 5, go back 5. Why not? They call a personal foul. Hey, go back 15. As we head under 4 minutes, another jet sweep. R.J. Morales is going to keep it for himself. It's going to be a run up to the 39-yard line is where they're going to mark him. It's going to bring up a 3rd and about 4, but we do have a man down on the field, so we're going to be back once he's on his own 2 feet after this here on Real Sports Live.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Real Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
So here we are back. The man down was number 64, Jesus Garcia. He plays offensive lineman. He's one of the captains for the Gladiators. He's getting carried off as he limps off the field with help of the athletic trainers. So just got confirmation that the Rattlers will be playing the winner of Medina Valley and Floresville. That game is going on tomorrow. So if you have any way to keep up with that game, check it out, and you're going to see who your Rattlers play next week. There's Morales rolling out to the right-hand side. He's going to make it back to the 40. A 1-yard gain is going to bring up a 4th and 2. They got a 4th and 2 before. We'll see if they can do it again. So, of course, the Gladiators going to go for it all right here. 4th and 2. See if they can convert. Down to the 2-minute and 35-second mark, and they do. They got a first down and more.
About to the 44-yard line. Got the first down, 1st and 10. Hurry out with that tackle. 2:22.
Gladiators taking a run at it once. Again, it goes for a nice chunk of yardage. It's going to bring up an 8-yard carry there for Lozano. And that sets up the Gladiators with a 2nd and 2. Starting to get their rhythm, but too late for that in this ball game. As it looks like they're just going to run the clock out here. It's 1:25 and counting.
Tennis on the carry to the 46-yard line.
It's going to be a first down for the Gladiators. As we are nearing the 1-minute mark, the 60-second mark to be at that. We're going to stop the clock for the chain gang, or the chain crew, to catch up. And here we are rolling it. 60 seconds left to play in the ball game. And the Sharyland Rattlers will be heading to 8-2 on the overall record and 7-1 in district, as their only loss did come to Mission Vets, who's currently in second place. So they would have won that one. They would have been in second place in the division. But hey, a playoff game is a playoff game, and these seniors are going to have a chance to take it once again as they're getting ready to throw the water on Coach Krell, as they missed them by a long shot. But of course, they're going to try and refill it, and they're going to try and get it once again. Morales dropping back to pass, has a receiver, and we're going to have a flag as the team is just starting to get the buckets of Gatorade or the buckets of water to hit on Coach. They got him there just a bit. 11 seconds left to play. We're going to correct that on our side. It is going to be a holding on the defense, so it's going to push them 10 yards. The Gladiators push them up 10 yards. And the Rattlers will improve to 8-2, as we mentioned already. They are going to be playing the winner of Medina Valley and Floresville tomorrow, or the winner of that game tomorrow. They'll be playing the Rattlers come next week. As Morales is going to look for the pass, he's going to let it go, and it's going to be caught out of bounds with 4 seconds left. As it looks like we're going to run one more play, and that'll do it here at Richard Thompson Stadium. 3 seconds on the clock to be exact. So one last play at Richard Thompson Stadium, and the band gets the cheer going already, the excitement rolling. As Morales just gonna let it fly, it's gonna fall incomplete, and that does it here for us at Richard Thompson Stadium. The Sharyland Rattlers, 41-7. They take the victory over the Roma Gladiators in their final home game for the seniors, final district home game for the seniors, and their homecoming game as well. There's the water flying in the air. So thank you for tuning in here to Real Sports Live. I'm Brandon Guzman, coming to you from Richard Thompson Stadium. And Real Sports Live, both teams shaking hands at midfield, congratulating each other. Make sure everyone's doing good. So thank you. Everyone have a safe ride home, especially the opposing team. And God bless, all from Real Sports Live.